Okay, I believe I'm streaming. Welcome everybody. It is late, it is hot, but we got a draw to do because tomorrow, in something like 40 hours, we fight robots in Stoke Newington. Welcome to Rock and Robots 33, the draw. We have 20 robots to sort into places, and format this time it's going to be 5 groups of 4. Everyone plays everyone in their group. We are expanding the playoffs a little bit from 6 teams to 8. For that, 5 group winners go through to the quarterfinals. You see here we've got play-in draw. If you come second in your group, you go to a 1-on-1 play-in. But to get the extra team for that play-in, if you finish third in your group, you'll fight a 5-way rumble, the wildcard rumble. Winner of that goes through to a play-in. So we got to work out who fights who in the play-ins, and based on that, because there's too many variables involved, I'm going to have to set the bracket based on that. So there will be one pair of winners who fight each other, and as far as possible, we will try to avoid you fighting someone from your own group in the playoffs until the semi-finals, at least. So here we go. Let's spin the wheel. First robot in play-in 1 is going to be the second place in Group B. The next one, not who B is going to fight. D2 is going to be in the next fight, so they won't fight each other. And then E2 will be in the third one, so we find out who fights B2. That's going to be C2. Do I have the chat up? I wonder if it's there. Which means the wild card will fight D2, which means A2 gets E2. However, in case the third place in Group D wins the Rumble, we've got to choose a movable robot, which means A, B, C, and E. Spin that, and the movable is going to be C2. So, if third place in Group D wins that wildcard rumble, D2 fights C2, and D3 fights B2. So, we work out what that means in terms of the big bracket later. I'm going to do that off stream because there's a lot of stuff to compute from there. But there's going to be there are 19 named robots, and there is going to be 1 spare. There may be a late entry, like there was last month, because I didn't get any contact details from Pi Attack. But we got 19 balls in the pot, and the one constant in these draws is that my robot gets position 20, just so I can make sure that everything is alright before I get into the arena, so I can keep some continuity with stuff. So, bag full of rocks is what I'm bringing this time. It's the hammer, fishing weights, swing down 180 degrees, and it makes a loud noise. It doesn't necessarily do damage, but it's fun to watch. It flip-flops itself over. Right, we're going to go Sleepier Herbie. These are not in the same order as my list, so I'm going to have to just work it all out. Each ball here is numbered from 1 to 19, and that corresponds to a position in the groups down there, 1 being Group A, and so on and so on. So, Sleepier Herbie is 19. So, I will be fighting Sleepy Herbie once again this month, as I did last month. Next up, Whale Lord. We have a picture of it somewhere, but it's a 3D printed. It's blue and white. It has a sort of forked lifter, and it's going to be position 12. That is not you at all. Whale Lord 12. I think I'm just going to have to go A to Z on that. Right. Outrun Neon is almost always here. Was not last month because it was a change of schedule. And Outrun Neon, the front hinger. It's going to go position 5. It's always difficult to say exactly what's going to happen as we go through. I'm so tired. I'm doing this earlier than usual because I am going out at the time I would normally do that. So seal of approval is going to be in Group E with me. 17. It's the tracks. It's the pushing. It's the googly eyes. It's the... I'm so tired. I'm doing this live just so you know that everything is completely drawn randomly. So Flipside comes up next. Competed at East and got through to the quarterfinals, I think. Position 10. Commentary is not my strong point at this time of morning. I'm so tired. Who's next? It's going to be the other TT Robots guy. It's Tim Heapy. Johnson Cloud pictured here losing a wheel. And it's going to be number 9. Number 9. Where is it? Johnson Cloud 9. Oh, which puts it in a group. We got a father-son fight in Group C. Johnson Cloud and Flipside, which is going to be kicking off that group. Flux won the tournament 2 months ago. Was not there last month. Coming back to position 11. So I think that rounds off Group C, and that is a pretty tough group. Yeah, a lot of opportunities for... Yeah, that's a very evenly matched group there. Very soundly built robots with effective weaponry. Duchess of Glue. We move on to Mahmood's creation. I fought Duchess of Glue at QRFL on Thursday. It is very much held together by glue, and it has a little servo-powered pickaxe-like thing. I'm not sure what it is named, but it is in the opening fight as Robot 2. Unaware of why it is a Duchess. Not a different rank of nobility. Little Lift did the double last month, winning the main competition and the Rumble. So let's see who it's going to be unleashed upon, and it's in Group A. It's number 4. Skib, the other Stevens child robot with Nightmare Fuel Face. 15. That's our first one. Slotted into Group D. Mike Stevens with Speedy. Last month I was flipped out of the arena. I only lost 2 fights. I was flipped out of the arena by Speedy, and then I was flipped out of the arena by Little Lift. So Speedy is going 13. Where's that going to be? In with Skib. Father-daughter fight is on the schedule. Leo's brother, Raphael, with Pesto, the angry pigeon. 18. We've got the 2 Howard brothers in one group. Okay. Brother against brother. And, at least one that will make it to the wildcard play-in. Basic Bot. I mean, they could make it even further. they both could definitely get anything could happen in this group. We got 2 complete groups, and we got some spaces to fill in other ones. Anyway, just keep drawing. They don't do this in the FA Cup draws. Basic Bot competed at QRFL a few days ago. The wheel had a habit of falling off. It's going position 8. But at the last QRFL, it ran all the way to 4th, which was pretty good. Basic Bot 8, which puts it with Outrun Neon. We got another Outrun Neon Basic Bot matchup. I get the same bit of footage every time. Outrun Neon jamming itself in between Basic Bot's wheels. We'll see if Basic Bot has learned to counter that play. Also, for those of you who don't know, QRFL was on Thursday. I entered it with Guitar Hero. I had the 2 most nerve-wracking fights of my life in 30-degree heat. And I won them both, and they were the semi-final and final. So I was I think at time of broadcast, I am the last person to win a tournament in the UK, unless that Scottish event happened on Friday. I'm not sure. Signet is next up. Alex Logan built Spinnery Business, which won Rock and Robots East 2. We're back. Signet was also in the competition and was nominated to go into the 3rd place rather than the final, because Alex got 2 robots into the semi. And that's going position 16. Signet 16. So we are approaching just a couple more. New Roboteer to Rock and Robots and to Roboteering in general. Central Ampweight tournament was last weekend, and we met a robot and a Roboteer called Ilya, who has a 4-bar lifter called Boris II. It's looks nicely programmed from what I saw. It was being connected to a laptop, which, I mean, I haven't done that with mine. That's going position 6. I'm not actually... Okay, 6. Alright, sorry, my nose is incredibly itchy. Here comes Dusty, the winner of Central Ampweight tournament and the 3rd placer at QRFL. That was a seriously nerve-wracking fight I had against Kieran and Luke in a cluster with double taps. So Dusty is going position 3. Oh, we got a Dusty Little Lift matchup in round 1. That's gonna be a tough one. Then we have the Mechanic. Reached the semi-finals last time. He's going position 7, rounding off Group B. Two left, one of which is Horny Forker. And that's Luke. Generally does quite well. I think came second at East 2. Came second at Rock and Robots 32, and I think the one before. And it came second at East 1, yeah. Formidable robot, and who is gonna be... It's gonna be in a tough group either way. So, number 1. Oh, man. Oh, this is a tough group. Okay. I mean, this is what happens when you draw balls out randomly. There is no seeding in this, so Horny Forker goes position 1. He's going to be fighting his son and Little Lift, the champion from last time. And we got a spare robot. That may be Guitar Hero. It may be, you know, anyone who can bring a reserve. Or it may be Pie Attack if Pie Attack turns up and it's going to be position 14. So, looking at what we have here, Horny Forker, Duchess of Glue, Dusty and Little Lift. It's a little bit more forgiving, this format, because you are. I mean, if you come second in your group, you're one fight away from the quarterfinals, rather than a sort of at times the three-way fights that we had last month as semi-finals. It's possible to get on the wrong end of two robots ganging up on you. But Horny Forker, Duchess of Glue, Dusty Little Lift, that's a tough group. There are 3 spots available for progression, and I think the wildcard winner could come from that group. Whoever it is. Outrun Neon, Boris II, The Mechanic, and Basic Bots. I don't want to call it. Anything could happen. I think Outrun Neon could take this one, maybe. Group C, another tough one. Johnson Cloud, Flipside, Flux, Waylord. I think Flux possibly has that one. Waylord or Johnson Cloud, or even Flipside could make a run. Speedy, Skib, Signet, Spare. I think Signet is probably going to do that one if it can be controlled enough to not flip itself over the wall. And then Seal of Approval, Pesto, Sleepy Hobie, Bagful of Rocks. It's a more fun group. Seal of Approval is solid. Bagful of Rocks has a very variable record. Sometimes it wins a lot. Sometimes it just kind of flops around and doesn't have the strength to do stuff. So I'll get you a bracket for that later. Our side event, I think, is going to be jousting. To cope with this expanded format, we're going to have a shorter side event, and jousting is a very quick one. It's going to be straight knockouts. There's going to be 16 jousts, and they last for like less than 10 seconds. You'll be on a plank. You charge at each other. You try to knock the other guy off. And I'll generate a bracket for that as well. Post it in the chat, but I'm just really, really tired now. That will all happen in the morning. Yeah, that is how it will shape up on Sunday. I'll see you there.